You're listening to the Orange Power Podcast, a product of Oklahoma State Athletics. Here are your hosts, Jessica Morrey and the voice of the Cowboys, Dave Hunziker.
Week 11 for Oklahoma State college football season. The Cowboys taking on Texas Tech in Lubbock. And there's a lot of noise, Coach. I mean, it's all good noise. I mean, you're number 9 in the college football playoff rankings. You've got every opportunity still in play. So what's the key to keeping the guys in the right frame of mind? Because they hear it, right? I mean, they know.
We're fortunate that the majority of the guys on our team that are playing are veterans. They've been with me a number of years. They understand the importance of preparation, and that's why they're in this position. And this is an interesting team that of the 22, well, defense plays quite a few guys. So let's just say of the 30 starters, when you roll the defense in and you roll some wideouts and running backs in, 30-ish, somewhere in that area. It's interesting because like 20 of them are really mature when you talk about Peel and Bernard and Brock and Malcolm and Harper and guys in that category. And then on the other side, you have Spencer and you have Seals and you have Tay and Jaylen Warren's mature. He's played 4 years. So Logan, we have about 20 of them who are really mature, and then we got about 10 of them that are just freshmen. So it's an interesting contrast with them. And I think what's kept us going is that we have enough experienced and mature players to understand the week's preparation and staying focused. It's hard for me to get them to focus each week if they don't want to do it themselves.
Yeah.
We live in a world with social media and phones and things move fast. And we know this, that even the second-ranked team in the country, which is Alabama, you can go from them to about the 20th ranked team, and you're going to see 9-1 to 6-3s, 7-3, something like that. You could switch them real quick, just like us. I mean, we could be a 6 or 7 win team real easy this year.
Yeah.
We pulled out some games, and we're not the only ones though. The teams that are in the top 10 in the country right now, most every team that's in there has had 2 or 3 games that they could have lost.
Yeah.
And so it's an unusual year. It's a great year because it's driving the television market through the roof, and the fans love it. But it's not a lot of fun for the coaches. But I think that's why we're in this position. We have enough of those 30 guys that understand preparation during the week.
It also seems like, and risk being, using a cliche here, I guess, but they seem to really want to play for the right reasons.
Sure.
I mean, it just seems like a bunch of guys who love to play. They love to play together. By this time, a lot of times you have guys who are distracted by the potential pro opportunity. These guys just seem to really like to be together and really just like to play college football. I'm not sure if that's the case as much generally as it used to be.
Well, and you see this at practice, and I've mentioned this, that they're going to make their own chemistry, the team is. And that happens every year. If I knew how to put us in a position like we are now, where the players enjoy themselves, enjoy their teammates in practice, then, I could bottle it up and sell it on the market for big money. Coaches have to have a culture and instill certain things in players. But then from that point, they have to decide whether they want to lead themselves, more so now than ever. And so this group practices well. They've had a great week of practice this week. And they understand that side of what it takes to get ready to play. That's what's kept them in the race this far. And it's interesting. Since I've been the head coach, we've had teams that won 10 games that probably should have won 7. And we've had teams that won 7 or 8 that should have won 10 or 11. And it was just based on the internal chemistry. Mm-hmm. That side of college football is becoming more important because of all the outside things that are going on. When you talk about agents and runners and NIL and social media, all the things that are going to be a part of college athletics from here on out. But to a certain extent, some of them are selfish. So you worry about the team concept, whether you like it or not. That's just a fact moving forward.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's more like the pros in some ways in that respect now, what it used to be. How do you feel like, in what areas has Spencer Sanders made the most progress, let's say the last 3 or 4 weeks?
Well, we've protected him better.
Okay.
That allows him to be comfortable, to see his reads, to set his feet. Early in the year, we didn't protect him very well. And so he's on the run all the time. And that's just a progression issue that quarterbacks have when their biological clock is going faster than it should be because he's not being protected. Makes his decision-making happen really fast. And in most cases, when that happens fast, about half the time, something negative comes out of it. So his improvement has been based on us protecting him better over the last month.
I was looking at the analytics from Pro Football Focus from the TCU game. It said that you had 301 rushing yards after contact against TCU. 301 yards after contact. To what extent is that? You know, obviously, offensively, you've had some guys in and out of the lineup, but I guess just what are the dynamics behind that? You have physical runners, but to that extent, what we saw last Saturday, and we've seen that several times this year, you know, what's that all about? That's a crazy number.
We've talked a lot just on this show already about things that are important in my opinion in developing college football players in society today. The one thing that hasn't changed, in our opinion, is you still have to be physical up front offensively to rush the football. And then if you throw in running backs that are physical when you're rushing the football, you give yourself a chance to be successful offensively. And then it's just the opposite on defense. So if you're not physical up front on defense and you let them push you around, then it gives them a chance to initiate a physical running game. The game, in my opinion, is still all about blocking and tackling. There's a lot of schemes. We have multiple formations. We spread out. We use the field. But in the end, if you can block the other team and be physical, and you can prevent them from doing that to your defense, you got a chance to win most every game you play.
Yeah, is part of it because your backs seem to really fit zone blocking schemes really well? Is this a really good matchup of player ability and skill to what you want to do running the ball?
I think we're fortunate that we have good zone runners. Their vision is increasing and gaining momentum as the season goes on because they're seeing more of those cuts and they're seeing the development of the blocking schemes. But Jalen and Dom and even Dez a year ago, and he's just getting back into it, they have to make the decision whether they want to be physical or not. I can't do it for them. Coach Waz can't do it for them. They have to decide, okay, I want to be a physical running back. And so we ask them to make guys miss on defense. Then when you run out of options there, drop your hips, drop your pads, and run through defenders, all while taking care of the ball. And if they choose to do that, it's on them. And so far, the guys that we have carrying the ball have chosen to be physical runners. And so that's why our offense has gotten better each week.
Texas Tech has won 6 games, but I think fans get caught up in the fact that they made a coaching change a few weeks ago and assume that they were struggling mightily. The reality is, when you stop and look at their team, that's really not the case, is it? No. I mean, they are deceptive, I guess is what I'm trying to say, right?
They're in that category of they've won 6, and if you look at their numbers, they certainly could have won 7, and for most cases, they very capably could have won 8. So the message to our team is, look, we won 9 games. There was a couple games that we might have ended up on the other side too. And they could very easily have already had 7 wins. So there's not a lot of difference right now. And we know this. There's not a lot of difference in the teams in this league. we're seeing it, right? We're seeing teams beat other teams, and it's really kind of uncharacteristic of someone trying to explain why this is happening. And that's the situation we're in right now. So we have practiced well this week. The players understand the commitment. They understand the importance of pouring into the game plan, maximizing their ability to minimize missed assignments, and play the game the way we've played it up until this point. And then now we just got to go play.
Defensively, they've had some games where their numbers were really good, and then they've had some games where their numbers were really poor. So what's been the story there? What have they been vulnerable to, and maybe what's been in their wheelhouse defensively where they felt good about stopping an opponent?
Yeah, they've almost been in games where they got off to a slow start and it started to snowball on them a little bit, which we know that can happen. And then there's other games where offensively they jumped up on teams and they start playing better defensively. I mean, that's almost kind of a sign of the times with this age group right now. And I think that's what's happened to them this season.
Final thought, it's a night game in Lubbock. When you've played some other big games out there, a lot of times they've been during the day, although I think back to 2013, you played them at night and you jumped all over them and you won pretty easily. Do you feel good about the guys having the right temperament going into what will probably be a fairly turbocharged environment?
I do. That goes back to the number of players that we have that have experience and maturity, and they understand that you can't get caught up in the environment. You can't get caught up in the crowd. There's going to be 11 of us and 11 of them on the field, and they have game plans and we have game plans, and it comes down to execution, fundamentals, assignment, alignment, play hard, those things. And I think we've stressed to them, and I think there's enough of the guys that get it, that understand that the environment can't play a factor in the way we play the game. Sure, they're there, and their crowd's going to be there and all that, but we have to focus on what we're trying to get accomplished, give us the best chance to play at a high level Saturday night.
One of the nation's great surprises in college football this year has been Oklahoma State tailback Jaylen Warren. And Jessica Morrey has a conversation with a Cowboy running back when we come back. It's time for Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hey, Coach Gundy, this is Slade. How did you spend your summer?
With my kids, whether it's with their activities or at the lake, they're usually with us. I do like to get to the lake some because people at the lake, if you've ever been to lakes, they're lake people. They don't care about anything else. They just hang out. They're real laid back, so it's an enjoyable time for me up there. I can be at the lake, and people could care less about asking me about football. So I'm with my boys or usually at the lake.
Academy Sports and Outdoors has the gifts to make this your most fun Christmas ever. From game tables, to bikes, to team sports, and the best from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, golf, and grills. We've got everybody covered this holiday. Merry Christmas from everyone at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
There are a great many things that can be found on the road. A giant blue whale in central Oklahoma. Musicians in search of that perfect melody. You'll even discover the center of the universe. You'll find stories of lives led, challenges met, and men who race pigeons. They're all out there waiting to be discovered. All you have to do is follow the road. Phillips 66. Live to the full.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you... Where is the box? Never mind, I found it.
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Hello, sweet babies.
Welcome to your new home. You have changed our life, and you may even change the world. And because of you, 2021 is the best year ever. Mercy has helped moms deliver babies for nearly 200 years. To find out how to welcome your baby at Mercy, visit mercy.net/OSUmom.
At OG&E, the energy we deliver is more than electrical. We energize education by supporting schools to help our children reach their potential. So every time you see Big Orange out there working for you, remember we're also working to turn power into empowerment. Because at OG&E, we do more than energize a power grid. At OG&E, we energize life.
Welcome back to the Orange Power Podcast. I'm Jessica Morrey, and I'm joined by a very special guest this week, running back Jaylen Warren. Jaylen, thank you so much for joining me.
Of course, thanks for having me.
All right, so this is the first time we're really getting to know you this season. We haven't got to talk to you a ton, so this is going to be a great chance to get to know you. So first things first, let's talk about last weekend's game against TCU. Obviously, a very successful game for you. But also it was Barry Sanders night. So you got to meet Barry Sanders a few weeks prior when he was here for the Heisman House, but then to have him see his name in the Ring of Honor, the statue gets unveiled, everything, and then you have a performance like you did, and all of the running backs have a performance like they did. How cool was that for you?
I mean, it was pretty cool. The first time I met him, I was kind of like in shock. Like I'm like sitting there like, oh shoot, like this is really him. So I kind of didn't say much just because of that. But like the second time I met him, I kind of started asking questions about like when he was in my position, you know, playing in the game and stuff. I could have went on and on about it, but it was pretty cool just seeing him and being able to perform like that, especially with the other RBs. And yeah, like I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think someone had said that when they saw you in the locker room with Barry Sanders, it looked like you had seen Santa Claus. Like, it looked like you...
I like, come on. I didn't look that shocked. Come on. Nah, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. Because you grow up, you hear about him all the time. Like, at first, like, who is this dude? And then playing football, I'm like, damn, this is, like, really him. So, yeah.
Did you see his stats from when he was here? Like, when you think about that, like, how crazy are some of his stats that he was able to do here?
Yeah, I don't know how he did that. The first question I asked him is, like, when I came here, they said, like, in practice he would finish the run. It's always, like, 80 yards, 75 yards. Like, how do you do that? How do you have the, like, energy or, like, how are you so in shape to do that every run? But, like, you know, he had drive, which kind of helped him do all that.
What did he say when you were asking him the questions? Was he super nice and receptive?
Yeah, he's humble.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't really like talking about himself that much.
He doesn't. But he's a cool guy.
Yeah, when you, were looking at coming here, was that someone you kind of knew about, or?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know he came here.
Okay, but you knew who he was, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't know so when you found out he came here, what did you think?
I was like, damn, this is school, because they did call this RBU. So I'm like, this is school he went to. So, yeah.
And then same with Thurman Thomas. I mean, getting to see him, too. I mean, that's pretty impressive they played together.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how that's possible.
I know that team was crazy.
Yeah,
I would not want to play defense against them.
Yeah, no. It's funny you talk about, like, finishing off the runs and having that drive. It's so funny because Coach Gundy was in here talking about how at halftime he would sleep in the locker room.
Yeah, that's what they mentioned there, and he was like, the way he explained that, he was saying it's about staying calm for him in the game. Like, they said he could just fall asleep and, like that. Like, just sleep. I can do that, too, but I don't know about during a game.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. Halftimes are so short. Like, I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, they said at one point, I think Coach said at one point he fell asleep, like, during a series. Like, in between, like, they were huddling up and Gundy was like, where's my running back? And they're like, oh, he's asleep on the bench. We'll go grab him. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Oh, my God.
But then he still ran for, 200-plus yards or whatever. So it's not like he was really missing out on anything. He knew what to do, so.
That's probably what really makes him different.
Yeah, seriously.
Sleep and do all that.
Yeah. If I know, like, if I'm going to take a nap, it has to be at least an hour.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
There's no way I could do 5 minutes in the locker room. Like, there's just not a chance that I could do that.
Yeah, that's why I always take a nap before a game. That's always something I do.
Yeah.
I have to take a nap.
Even if it's an 11 o'clock game?
I try to find time, but if I can't, then I obviously can't. But
Do you nap in the locker room, or where do you nap?
when we go back to the hotel,
Yeah.
like, we wake up in the morning, do stuff, then we have like some time back in our rooms.
And you take a nap. That's what I would do, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of naps.
Yeah, me too.
We all have that in common with Barry Sanders. I think you have more in common with Barry Sanders than I do, probably, but I'll take the nap as my thing that I have in common with him. Okay, so you came here from Utah State. You did JUCO, and then you went to Utah State, and then you came here. What made you want to come to Oklahoma State?
Just the opportunity that was presented. Obviously, well, like, things weren't really going well for me at Utah State. I felt I could have contributed more, but I wasn't really given, like, the opportunity. So, like, I had, like, talks with my family and stuff into the transfer portal, and it was really whoever took me, and then Oklahoma State offered me, and so I just decided to come here. I never saw myself playing at the school like this, though.
What do you mean by that?
Like, this is a big school. I didn't think I could play this big.
Well, you're doing really well.
Yeah, I actually surprised myself.
You think so, really?
Yeah, like,
How so?
I don't know. Like, I would always grow up watching these guys, or not watching Oklahoma State, like, just watching big-time football. Utah State's big-time football, too, but this is, like Power 5. Everybody's, like, good, fast, strong. I'm like, damn. I'm just like this chubby running back that just tries to get to the end zone. But, yeah, it's crazy how things worked out.
What do you think has allowed you to have that kind of success here?
I think belief and hard work. Although I wouldn't say I doubted myself, I did have faith in my work, like my work ethic and like what I put into it is what I get out of it. So that's kind of how I looked at it, and I'm pretty fortunate to have it go the way it's been going.
And I talked with some of your teammates, about you, and they say, you're always first in practice, you're running 100s, you're doing all that stuff. Even after games where, you maybe had 30-plus carries and you're kind of beat up, you're still out there, running as hard as you can in practice on Sunday the next day. And what kind of drives you to continue to do that?
Just my family. I've always wanted to make them happy, and I've always kind of been taught whatever I do, like, give it, like, my best. And I feel like if I'm going to do something, I'm going to put my all into it. And it kind of usually gets me ready for the week.
Do you feel like that sets a good example for the other running backs?
I don't know if they watch me, or they probably, like, they do be saying, like, I be, like, running them, but I don't know what they think of it. I just be trying to, like, I do try to lead by example. I'm not much of a talker on the field, but, like, I do try to, like, go hard. Hopefully it sets, like, a tone for practice or the game, whatever.
And, you're very hard to take down in the game. Once you get the ball, your yards after contact is pretty impressive. What goes through your mind when you have runs like that where you could easily have been taken down in the backfield or just gained a couple yards and you're somehow able to turn it into a touchdown run?
Sometimes I'm surprised myself I'm still up. Like, all I know is, like, I don't like to go side to side too much. If I have to, I will. But I just try to go vertical, and I just keep my feet. Sometimes I'll, like, hit something. I'll still be running. I'll be like, oh, shoot, I'm still on my feet, and, like, try to start running again. But I wouldn't say anything really goes through my mind. Just try to get as much yards as I can.
And then you do that leap into the end zone every time, that little jump.
Oh, yeah.
What have you always done that, or
Yeah,
what started that?
I just think it looks cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I've done since, like, junior college.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it does look cool. And it's cool because you can, like, put up, pictures from different games, from different touchdowns, and it looks the same.
Yeah, they actually posted something like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool.
Do you practice that at all?
Do I practice jumping?
The jumping, yeah.
No.
It looks pretty graceful. It looks, you just do it?
Yeah, I just do it.
I don't know, sometimes people practice their celebrations.
Yeah, I've heard that. I forgot what running back was, but in practice, they'll practice their celebrations because they know they're going to get in the end zone.
Yeah.
So. But nah, it's just something that pops up in my mind whenever I score. Jump.
That's awesome. So when you were in high school, you went to East High School in Utah, which to the High School Musical fans out there, you'll know that that's where High School Musical was shot, at East High. So I'm a big High School Musical fan. I don't know if are you a big High School Musical fan, or was it just kind of this is just every day, like everyone's always talking about it sort of thing?
While I was going to school there? Yeah. Like, you see the pink locker, you see the lunchroom that they're always dancing on. Yeah, it's just a normal thing over there when you go to school there. But there's always days you go there and then there's people like touring it.
People tour like during the school day?
Yeah. And like take pictures in the front, like, this is High School Musical.
Is that what they sound like?
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that.
Yeah, I think you probably.
I've never seen boys out there. So
Yeah.
I try to make a girl voice.
Have you seen High School Musical, all of them?
Yeah, I don't know about all of them. I've seen like the first two.
Yeah. Do you watch it and you're like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I ate in that cafeteria.
I didn't watch it after high school.
Oh, okay.
It was before high school.
Okay. Well, was it cool when you watched it before high school and were like,
Yeah.
this is where I'm going?
I wasn't like a big fan. I would just watch it because it's on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
So there's a pink locker?
I think it's
Sharpay's? They kept that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Does anyone have it, or that you just?
I think someone did have it.
Oh, that would be so cool.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would be cool. I could see how that would kind of be annoying if everyone's touring in the middle of school seems pretty crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't too busy though. Like it wouldn't be like a lot of people at once. It'd just be like 5 people.
Yeah.
A day.
Interesting.
Maybe. Yeah.
Interesting. I feel like everyone out there, I would go probably do something like that.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh my God, High School Musical. Just like you said, I'd be like that. Okay, then you went the JUCO route before going to Utah State and then coming here. How did JUCO kind of help you? That's hard to do. I mean, coming out of a JUCO and having success at a JUCO, that's hard to do because you don't have the facilities, you don't have the resources that other people have, and it's a lot easier to quit, I feel like. So how did you make sure that wasn't going to be what you were going to do?
It was a risky route because like if you get hurt, you're not guaranteed like to keep playing. But that was one of my only few options. So when I went JUCO, it either had to put my all in it if I really want to do this and hope I don't get hurt. But yeah, it was actually pretty like. I think I'm grateful for that route. I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I think that's what kind of built my drive, because I feel like a lot of people didn't believe in me when I went in JUCO. But yeah, so.
What's it like now, because that's like that kind of underdog mentality when you were in JUCO and then at Utah State and coming here, and you say sometimes even you surprise yourself with what you're able to do. What's it like when you think about, all the people that maybe didn't believe that you could do this, and then you're out there, on national TV, scoring multiple touchdowns a game?
I mean, it doesn't, like, stay on my mind, like, they're in my DMs now, like, we've been watching all your games, like, been supporting you. I'm just like, thank you. Like, I don't really, like, press it like that unless, like, it's something, like, major, like, all of that. But, yeah, I don't try to put my mind too much on that. I focus on the ones that did believe in me, and I hope, like, one day if I make it to the NFL that I can, pay them back or, yeah, just, like, kind of show them, like, thank you for believing in me.
What's it like, for your parents getting to watch you have success like this?
It's cool. I mean, I talk to them almost every night. And, like, just hearing them, like, they've always believed in me, my parents for sure. And just, like, we're just all grateful for this journey because it's crazy reflecting. Like, I remember my mom was worried, Jalen, what if you get hurt? Da, da, da. And my dad, like, one day I called him. I'm like, Dad, I don't know if I can do this no more. Like, I don't know if I could play. I don't know if football's for me no more. And, he was like, if you want to quit, then, like, he was just being tough. If you want to quit, I can come back. Because snow was only 2 hours from home. So I'll come get you right now. And I'm like, okay, no, let me rethink this. But I was like, Dad, all right. And, like, he kind of, like, helped push me through JUCO, like, all of them. So, yeah, it's cool seeing, like, myself on TV. Because when I first seen myself on TV, I was like, what the heck? I'm on TV.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're getting to do cool stuff. Like you got to talk with Matt Leinart. You got to do some Fox stuff with him. How cool was that?
It was pretty cool. Honestly, didn't know who he was at first.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I found out who he was, I was like, oh, he's like a big time. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. It's like fortunate having opportunities like that. So, yeah, I'm grateful for it.
Yeah. You feel like looking back, you made the right decision coming here to OSU?
100%.
Yeah. I agree. I think everyone would probably agree with that. Do your parents, do they get to come to the games, or are they back in Utah?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. They come to every game?
Almost. My dad has come to like 5. My mom's come to like 6 probably.
Okay. That's awesome. Was that
They're divorced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that something that, you know, because you were from Utah, you went to Utah State, you played JUCO in Utah, it was easy for them to get to see you. Was that something that kind of went through your mind when you came here, just because it is a little bit further away?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could help them make it work because, you know, obviously they have work and stuff. But, yeah, they've been able to, like, make it to most of my games. They did come. My mom she lives in Cali.
Okay.
And she lived in Cali when I was in junior college. She was still able to make it to my snow games. My dad came to every snow game when it was home. But, yeah, it's, like, they've always tried to make it to my games no matter the situation. So, like, that's what I was kind of, like, lucky to have.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so outside of football, what stuff do you like to do? What do you like to do for fun?
Read.
Okay, what do you like to read?
Cat in the Hat. No, I don't read.
I was like, oh, wow, okay.
No,
that's great.
Read.
Intellectual over here.
I like Call of Duty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, I play games. I like hanging with the boys.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Who are you closest with on the team?
Closest? It's like a group. It's like Sammy, June. It's like the Paulies, obviously. Mason and Tyron, Zach. That's pretty much who I hang out with all the time.
Okay.
I'm a very quiet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you more your actions speak louder than words kind of guy? Okay. Do you ever get like super hyped on the sideline or anything like that, or are you always just kind of keep to yourself? You do?
Especially last game, seeing all the running back score.
What was it like watching that? Speaking of the young guys, watching like that Jaden Nixon touchdown run. That was.
Oh my gosh! It like got progressively better as he kept running. That's the run too. Like I started running on the field when he scored, punching the air. Like no way he just did that.
What was it like getting to see all of those guys, Dom and Dez and Jaden, have that success?
It was a good thing to like see because although I like scoring, I feel like it makes me, I don't know how to say, like not happier, but probably happier, but like seeing them score, like seeing them do their thing. Because although I'm on the field like 98% of the time, so seeing them do their thing. Which I knew they do it every day in practice, but seeing them do it in the game, yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was awesome. Yeah, that Jaden Nixon run was really impressive.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't even know if I could do that.
That was awesome. So, okay, you like to play Call of Duty. You don't read?
No.
Do you watch TV or movies?
Not
High School Musical.
Nah. I don't really watch TV. I'll go on YouTube.
Okay.
Like at night when I'm about to sleep, I'll like put my phone away and go on YouTube. But I'm always catching myself watching football all over again. Like just anything that involves football, like I will watch it.
Like any games that are on currently, or any?
Just like highlights of the week.
Yeah.
Not only our team, but just like throughout like the whole football. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
You don't watch any movies? Like, if you had a favorite movie?
No.
You don't have a favorite movie? Of all time, of your whole life?
Up.
That is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
I
a
like
great.
Up.
Yes, that's such a good movie. It's sad.
It is.
I feel like it's really sad.
But like it's Yeah.
It's very wholesome.
It is.
I like that movie a lot.
I watched that movie all the time growing up.
Yeah.
I just put it on my big dinosaur TV before I go to sleep because I was scared of the dark. I put on that TV and, yeah.
You had a dinosaur TV?
Well, like, you know how they call the old TVs with the fat back?
Yeah.
It's not flat screen. They got
okay.
yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
the dinosaur times. Yeah.
I thought you meant it had like a dinosaur like on it or something, and I was like, that's kind of cool. Hadn't seen that before, but yeah, okay. So like an older TV. I got what you're saying. Okay, okay.
Big old TV.
Yeah, those were huge. I don't know how anybody like moved those in moves. I would just give up.
Yeah,
Those
and it
are
was
heavy.
upstairs. I don't know how it got upstairs.
Yeah, no.
Thinking about it.
Yeah. So you always had that on because you were afraid of the dark? Oh.
Everybody was.
I mean,
everybody had to be at one point in their life. Not just me.
I don't know. No, you're probably right.
Had to be.
I'm not admitting to anything on here. So, okay, you don't watch TV, you don't watch a ton of movies besides Up. Okay, outside of football, if you could be anything in the world, like a dream job, what would you want to do?
A coach.
Okay.
I'll coach. Well, that kind of still like.
That's still like kind of football, but I mean, it is a cool job.
I don't know.
Okay.
Real estate.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah, I know some things about it, but I know there's like a lot I don't know about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I knew a lot about it, it just seems fun.
Yeah, it does seem fun. It seems like it could be very beneficial and just like a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of get to like create your own hours and stuff, which is nice.
Yeah,
But after hopefully a long professional career in the NFL, you want to get into coaching ideally? Okay.
Yeah.
What makes you want to do that?
Just being around the game.
Yeah.
I want to coach little kids though.
Like how little?
Like so little, like where the helmet is just too big for their body.
Like Pee-wee football?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those kids seem fun to coach.
They do seem fun.
Just because it's a lot of bobbleheads just running around.
I feel like I watched a show like that with those little kids. It was like Friday Night Tykes or something where it was just about.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, little kids, and it was like.
On Netflix?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, they're so fun to watch. And you're so quiet. I feel like little kids would be good because you wouldn't need to yell at them really. And you don't seem like you would yell.
Nope, I don't yell.
No.
Keep my composure.
Yeah, which I think is good. You were saying before we started recording that people think that you're mean.
Yeah, I don't know
why do they think that?
I don't know. I don't know because I always smile.
You are always
positive
smiling.
Vibes,
Yes.
Positive vibes.
You are always smiling. Anytime I come take a picture of you in pregame or anytime, you always smile at the camera, which I love.
Mm-hmm. There's always something to be happy about.
Yes, that is a great mindset to have. So you'd want to be a coach. Just little kids, though. You never would want to coach like high school or college?
I would.
Okay.
Like go back to my old high school coach. I wouldn't mind doing that.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I don't like talking in front of people, though. Like at the end of practice, coaches will like come up and talk to the team.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that.
Well, I think if it's your team, it would be different, maybe. It's like different than just random people, I feel like.
I feel like it's easier when it's random people.
You think so?
Yeah, because I don't really care. Well, I do care what they think about or think about when I'm talking, but at the same time, I don't really like involve myself in their life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that. I could see how that's true. Yeah, I feel like whenever I talk to people, I worry more about the people who don't know me. What they think, which it shouldn't matter, but I worry more about
Yeah,
that.
like people can have their perspective about me, but like I know me and people who know me obviously know me.
Yeah, I think you would be great at, even if you didn't. I mean, that's such a minimal thing, the talking in front of the team afterward, you know? And I feel like that wouldn't be a bad thing. You would do well at that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing well at this?
Yeah. You're talking about this interview?
Yeah, like the podcast, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've gotten a lot. If you look at my interviews from high school, it's bad.
Why?
Because I asked her if I can start over in the middle of the interview, and she just kept rolling. I was like, okay.
Was it like live?
I didn't know what to say.
Oh, no.
was my first interview. I didn't know I was going to get interviewed.
Oh, yeah, that is tough. If you don't know, like, and you can't prepare, that is really tough.
But I look back on other people's first interview, it was not that bad. I don't know what it was.
I don't think people, maybe you're a harsher critic on yourself, because I'm sure it wasn't that bad.
Oh, okay. I hope you watch it and say that again.
Okay, I'm going to look it up. Is it on YouTube? I will look it up.
Wait, actually, I don't want people looking it up.
Okay, no, nobody look it up. Nobody look it up.
Take it off YouTube.
Yeah, take it off. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like you're doing good now, and I feel like so I think coaching would definitely be a good route to go for sure. So okay, I was talking to Coach Waz, the running backs coach here at OSU, and he was saying you guys all went out to eat the other day, and he had his 3-year-old daughter with him, and she was fascinated with your tattoos, and she called them your stickers.
Stickers.
Which,
yeah.
What did you think? What are your stories behind your tattoos?
When I first got a tattoo, I got it on my back. Then after that tattoo, I started getting like random like words. My sister said I look like a doodle pad. Like, I was just obsessed. I don't know. It's after you get your first tattoo. So I got kind of my like tribal to kind of connect this and like this, and like kind of represent like my Samoan side. Then I got it on my leg. I got some Tongan in it for my Tongan friends.
Okay.
I grew up with Tongans like in high school. All my friends are Tongan.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not really like a deep story, just like, you know, showing like Polynesian.
Yeah, and do you have your last name tattooed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
looks
that
cool.
there before I had the tribal. He just went around.
Okay.
Yeah, it hurts though.
Yeah.
Gosh, it hurts.
I could imagine.
I don't know if I could do it again.
You don't think you'll get more?
Maybe, like in the future. If I do, it'd probably just go up.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
Yeah.
Like there's a tradition where it's called the be'a. They start from here and they go all the way down to like your knee.
Okay.
Or like
your thigh?
a little above the knee.
Okay.
Oh no, I think it's below the knee. I can't
wow.
remember.
Okay.
But it goes like they tattoo your butt.
Oh.
And inside your thighs and that.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds.
And it takes forever, like 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
And sometimes they have like 5 guys at a time.
And that's like a traditional thing? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That sounds very painful.
Oh, it is. I'm sure. Because I can barely handle this.
Yeah. What is it? You have a Roman numeral here on your hand? What is that?
Oh, that's just when I graduated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Me and like a bunch of my friends I graduated with. We were supposed to get it. Only like 3 of us got it. But yeah.
Did the other ones back out?
They were scared.
It's tough.
Can't handle the pain.
But yeah, I thought that was so cute that she was like, "Oh, they're stickers."
Yeah, yeah, she is cute. Never had somebody call them stickers.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that either. Yeah, when I was asking about it, he's like, "Yeah, she thinks tattoos are stickers." So I could just see her; she's gonna end up like putting stickers all over herself and being like, "I'm like Jalen."
Something I would do as a kid.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, is there anything? What's favorite food? I know when we had Brandon Presley on, he was really into candy. He really wanted to talk about candy. He loved some like kind of obscure candy, and talked about how he would hand out Starburst minis Friday. And
he does. Like he'll come and just hold his hand out like, oh yeah, he got candy.
We talked about that, and then just kind of we talked with Colby Harvell Peel and Jarek Bernard Converse about snacks, like favorite snacks and cereals. What's kind of do you have a go-to meal or your favorite thing you like to eat?
Italian food.
Okay.
That's the best food to me.
I agree. Like any kind of pasta?
Pasta.
Yeah.
Chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could eat that all day, but it's so bad for your body.
Yeah.
I haven't ate it in a while just because how bad it is, but like if I had to choose one food to eat the rest of my life, it would be that.
Yeah. That is good. It's a good choice. I eat pasta way more than I should probably. But it's also like easy to make. It's super easy to make spaghetti and whatever.
I don't know how to make it, but I heard it's easy.
You don't know how to make spaghetti? Oh.
No.
My.
I just make eggs.
That's the only thing you make?
Eggs, or I like turn into an omelet.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I think you could.
I'm still learning.
I'd have faith that you could make spaghetti. You just boil water and put the noodles in. That's literally it. It's pretty easy.
What about the sauce?
I just pour it on top of it afterward. Like, I buy the sauce. I'm not going to make the sauce. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
So I just buy the sauce and then I pour it on top of it.
Oh.
And mix it all together with, like, butter and cheese. Super healthy.
Super healthy. I wish.
Yeah.
I've been eating that every day.
Yeah. Do you have, like, a go-to snack or anything that you always have in the pantry or in the cabinets, like, that you...
I'll literally eat anything.
You'll eat anything?
But seafood.
Okay.
I can't eat seafood.
Okay.
Yeah, nah. If it ain't seafood, I'll eat it, though.
Okay. Do you have, like, a favorite snack or anything?
Twix.
Twix is good.
Reese's.
Yeah.
Reese's.
Do you put those in the freezer?
I try not to get them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Because, yeah.
They're also not
I'll go
healthy.
back to my JUCO self if I eat too much of that. That was bad.
Were you just eating candy all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, growing up, yeah, I always just ate everything I could get my hands on. They said that's that poly curse. They eat a lot.
Yeah. And you have a lot of, like, food available to you here through Cowboy football, so I feel like you could.
Yeah, I try to, like, I only really come to, like, the dinner.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to eat up there once or twice at training table, and it's so overwhelming because it's just there's so many different things.
Yeah, anything, yeah.
And you just want to eat it all because you're like, wow, I don't get to do this very often, so
Yeah, exactly.
I just eat everything.
Yeah, you literally do.
Yeah. I know up there one time, before I was doing a basketball game, and I was up there with the women's team, and we were eating up there, and I realized, like, they're eating the fettuccine Alfredo and, like, pasta and everything, but they're about to go burn, like, a bazillion calories playing a basketball game, and I am not. So I was like, real quick, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't eat all of that as I'm just going to go sit at this basketball game and not burn any calories at all. So probably not great. But yeah, no, Twix and Reese's, I understand. Like, if I buy a thing of Reese's, I put it in the freezer, like, I try to portion, I'm just like, oh, I'll just eat one. But then that doesn't work.
Do that.
No, that doesn't. That never works.
Yeah. When I try that, it just, next time I open it, it's all gone.
Yeah.
I already ate it all.
Yeah. That's me with, like, Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Because those are good.
Yeah, my grandma sent me those.
Yeah. What kind does she send you?
It's like a peanut butter.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a peanut butter one, and
Yeah.
then there's a chocolate covered. It's like an Oreo cookie, but it's like covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so good.
I
I had
know.
to tell her, like, you got to chill out.
She can send them to me because I will gladly take them.
I'll let her know.
Yeah, I feel like that's whenever I would open, like, I would get the Thin Mints, and it's just so easy to eat so many of them. And once you open it, it's like, okay, well, you just walk by the pantry or the freezer where I'd put them and then be like, oh, I'll just have one more. Oh, I can just have a few more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just go over here and eat more, and then it's
You
all
always
gone.
find yourself back.
Yeah, it's always gone.
Until it's gone.
Sometimes I have to bring them here to work to share because I'm like, if I leave them at home, I'm going to eat them all. And then I just let everyone here eat them, which they like, so it's fine. But yeah, so is there anything else that you want to add before we wrap this up? Anything else you want to say to all the adoring fans out there?
If I wasn't playing football, I would probably stream
Like stream?
Call of Duty.
Okay. Like on Twitch or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you that good?
I'm that great.
Oh, wow. Okay, would you say that you're the best on the team?
100%.
Oh, wow.
There's no question. You could ask anybody.
That's a hot take because I feel like I've had a lot of guys come in here and say that they're the best.
They lied. They're in here lying.
Because I wouldn't know, so I just take your word for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like that guy on the team that everybody wants to play with because everybody wants to win, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see anybody calling Spencer to, hey, come help me win. I don't see anybody doing that. Or Malcolm. I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it.
Yeah, they're going to come have a rebuttal because I feel like we need to have like a competition or something, and we can all really see who.
I wouldn't want to do my boys like that on camera.
He'll just beat them silently and not just.
I'll just let it be known with my words. I feel like that would be embarrassing for them.
Oh.
But it's okay. Like, still love for them.
Yeah. They can get better. They can practice.
It'll take them like 10 years maybe.
That's too funny. I can't play any. I'm so bad at all video games. Like Have you tried? I've tried like 2K and Madden.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just not good.
Yeah, I don't play those games.
But I've never tried Call of Duty. But I'd probably be really bad.
Yeah, it does. It does take some time to get used to.
Like, I'm bad at remembering what the buttons do.
What?
Yeah. Like, I need, like, a map or something, like a legend that says, hey, like, that button does this. And, like, I need it right next to me so I can be like, okay, A is this. Okay. Because I just don't know. I just push the random buttons and hope for the best.
Yeah, I remember, like, that's how it was when I first started playing.
Yeah.
I started playing when I was, like, little.
Yeah.
I know. I was holding the controller upside down. I didn't know what I was doing. So.
Yeah, I just never really played them, so I feel like I never really developed that hand-eye coordination of, like, just being able to know stuff, so I never really got into it. But I just assumed that I would be pretty bad. And if I start something and I'm, like, not pretty good at it starting out, I'm probably not going to do it.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I lost a few of these games, and I still can't remember what the A does, so I'm going to go ahead and just
do something else.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sell this on Facebook Marketplace now.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
But yeah, so I feel like we touched on some good topics. We learned a lot about you. We hadn't got to learn too much about you since you've been here, so I'm glad you were able to come on and we're able to get to know you and cheer you on as we've got a big game coming up this weekend at Texas Tech, and then, of course, Bedlam. And I know you're not looking ahead to Bedlam. You guys are focused on Texas Tech, obviously. Got to focus on one game at a time. Can't look too far ahead. But, yeah, so thank you so much for joining me, Jaylen Warren. You can catch Jalen and the rest of the Cowboys in action Saturday night in Lubbock against Texas Tech, and then back here to wrap up the regular season with a Bedlam showdown against OU, 6:30 at Boone Pickens Stadium after Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for listening and watching the Orange Power Podcast. We will be right back here next week.